All right. Now, we asked the young ones to come dressed as what they would like to be when they grow up. And it's not hard to figure out what it is because you see how they're dressed. I'm going to call them up one by one, and they're going to come and say what they want to be or however they want to present themselves. Caleb, let's start with the oldest. Come on, Caleb. Caleb Burnside. I wonder what Caleb wants to be.
My name is Caleb Burnside. I want to be a basketball player when I grow up.
Do you have a favorite team right now?
Lakers.
Do you have a favorite player right now?
Michael Jordan. I mean, LeBron James.
Okay. So you want to grow up to be a basketball player. Are you already playing basketball? What's the name of your team?
Well, we went to the championship.
You went to the championship? Did y'all win?
We got a trophy, though.
Well, that's all right. All right. Thanks, Caleb. Okay. We have another little fella in here dressed up. Tanner McGee. Come on, Tanner. Come on, Tanner. Turn around, Tanner. Tell them who you are.
My name is Tanner, and when I grow up, I want to be a professional footballer.
All right, Tanner. Listen, Tanner is on a football team now, aren't you, Tanner?
No, we won a championship.
You won a championship? Well, great. Okay. What position did you play?
Center. That's it.
Okay, usually it's just one position. That's good, Tanner. Well, y'all look at Tanner McGee. One day you might see him winning a Heisman Trophy, receiving an MVP in the Super Bowl. So let's give it up for Tanner McGee. All right, Tanner. Okay, Xavier. Xavier, what are you gonna hear, Xavier? I know you got something.
My name is Xavier Richardson, and when I grow up, I want to be an aero IT space expert.
Well, he said that with authority. All right. The last one, our two little ones. We have a little Elijah over here. Would you come up, Elijah? Turn around and tell people who you are.
I'm a doctor.
Who?
Doctor.
Dr. Elijah, okay. And what kind of doctor do you want to be? Yes, sir.
Surgeon.
This is a thorough surgeon. And tell the people, why do you want to be a doctor?
Help.
Huh?
Yeah.
Say it, I want to help people.
I'm gonna help people.
All right. Well, just look at Elijah tell you, he might be doing surgery on some family members one day. We got another little fella here. All right. Daniel.
My name's Dr. Danny.
All right, Dr. Danny. All right, Dr. Danny. So you're going to be a doctor too, just like your mom, huh?
And that's my mom.
Just like mom. Well, thank you, Danny. Dr.
you.
Danny. You
Thank
have
you.
something else to say?
Yeah.
What? That's it, Dr. Danny. All right. Let's give a hand clap. Listen, all the little kids coming to the... Oh, I have one more. I didn't mean to forget one. We have a little fella in here. And when he comes up, to me, he looks like somebody in Black history that he resembles a lot. And he's a little fidgety right now, but his mama's going to bring him up. And I want you to take a look at him and see who do you think he looks like. Look at him smile. Tell him what's your name. Bryce. What's your name? Say Bryce. That's Bryce. And every time time I see Bryce, he looks like somebody to me. Does he look like anybody to you? Oh. Barack Obama, that's it. So, and people, these moms say people stop him and say, oh, he looks like a little Barack Obama. So here's a little Barack Obama. Hi, everybody. Man, these children are bold, huh? I don't know. You start singing something. I don't know what it was. Okay. So we'll just applaud our little ones. Applaud them. At this time, we're going to ask our special family to line up in the back for their presentation. And while they're playing, we are privileged to line up in the back. And the Rawls family, we are privileged today to have the Rawls family in the house with us. And as they line up, you know, I told you we're going to be...
Quality time feels like a distant memory.
We're going to experience, you know, the 1920s, as I mentioned earlier, was a time the music was different. We had the beginning of jazz, the form of music called jazz. And then there was the ragtime. Anybody know about ragtime? Yeah. Scott Joplin and the ragtime. And the thing is, we as a people, we were originators of these styles of music. Originators of the jazz, originators of the blues, originators of ragtime. So while our family is lining up, we're going to be entertained with a little sample of a little ragtime by Anointed Dove's own attorney, Shannon Lindsay. Let's give it up for Shannon. times queen, that anointed dove. Sister Shannon. Shannon is very talented. She does everything around here. She's an attorney. She directs the choir. She writes. She does it all. And at the last minute, we included this, as part of the program, just to give you the feel of that era. And she did a great job. Let's give another round of applause. Now, last year, we had, I think, 3 or 4 families that did a DNA test to trace their African ancestry. Now, my family did it, and we found out that we were from the country of Sierra Leone. What is that? Sierra Leone. And we're a member of the Mende tribe. And another family, the Jones family, was from the country of Mali. And our own pastor, he'd done his previously, and he's from the country of Burkina Faso. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get the results back in time for the Rawls family, but that didn't matter. So they're going to represent a country. They're going to be representing the country of Ghana. And when we do receive their results, we will post it on Facebook with their pictures so you can get an idea of where their lineage started. So, at this time, music, please.
Tomorrow, my brother, we are one blood, one people, and all we need is peace. Make me hold our hands together. From the best west side of Africa. If you ain't no check your history, it's Ghana. We sleep peace, eat peace, drink peace. Yeah, we love peace, and we here cause we are peace. The north, south, east, west, please bar with us. But you don't understand, divided.
At this time, we're going to have one of the family members. Now, you know what? This is a close-knit family. I told them to line up all the way around here, but they surrounded their parents. And that's an indication of love. That's an indication of love and unity. So we're going to have one person to tell a little about, and then they're going to march back out with the music. So we're going to halt the music for a second.
Good evening. Good evening. We are so delighted to be here, and we thank Ms. Davenport for the invite today. And we're representing the Ashanti people, and I will read just a little bit of their tradition and their culture. The Ashanti live in central Ghana in the rainforest of West Africa, approximately 150 miles away from the coast. The Ashantis are a major ethnic group of the Akans in Ghana. Ghana is a fairly new nation, barely more than 50 years old, and Ghana was previously called the Gold Coast. Much of the modern nation of Ghana was dominated from the late 17th through the late 19th century by a state known as Asante. Ashanti was the largest and most powerful of a series of states formed in the forest region of southern Ghana by people known as the Akan. Among the factors leading the Akan to form states, perhaps it was the most important, was that they were rich in gold.
Amen.
Okay, I'll buy that.
Look at that.
It is now politically separated into four main parts. Ashanti is the center of Kumasi, which is the capital. The Ashanti are the largest tribe in Ghana and one of the few matrilineal societies in West Africa. The area of Ashanti is 9,400 square miles with a population of about 1 million. It's about half that size. The Ashanti people have always been known as fierce fighters. Yes, Dot. Don't mess with Dot. Yes, she got that. Yeah. The people of this tribe have a slogan. If I go forward, I die. If I go backward, I die. Better go forward and die. When the Ashanti tribe was faced with war, they used drums to signal the upcoming battle. The beat of these drums could be heard through the dense forest. The Ashanti have a special handshake in which you hold your left hand out to shake hands. This comes from the Ashanti's explanation that the left hand holds the shield and the right hand holds the spear. So in order to show your trust in someone, you put down your shield and therefore your left hand is free. To the Ashanti, the family and mother clan are most important, as a child is said to inherit the father's soul or spirit, and from the mother a child receives flesh and blood. This relates them more closely to the mother's clan. The Ashanti live in an extended family. The family lives in various homes or huts that are set up around a courtyard. The head of the household is usually the oldest brother that lives there. The elders choose him. He is called either father or house father, and he is obeyed by everyone. The Ashanti religion is a mixture of spiritual and supernatural powers. They believe that plants, animals, and trees, they all have souls. They also believe in fairies, witches, and forest monsters. There are a variety of religious beliefs involving ancestors, higher gods, the supreme being of Ashanti. The Ashanti also practice many ceremonies for marriage, death, puberty, and birth. And just to read just on a little bit farther, just to give you a little background about the village, it is a social as well as an economic unit. Everyone participates in all of the major ceremonies. The most frequent, which is, and just like us, funeral celebrations. And they didn't call it a bury, they called it a celebration, which typically lasts for several days. And I say, when I die, don't just put me across here for a day, Vic. I want about 2 weeks. I want everybody from around town to come see me, so hold me out as long as you can. So attendance at a funeral is normally expected from everyone in the village, and expenditure on funerals is a substantial part of the household budget. They are noticed for their expertise in a variety of special crafts. These include weaving, wood carving, ceramics, kente cloth, and of these crafts, only pottery making is primarily a female activity. And it just goes on to talk about the kente cloth and how the wood is divided into branches and some of the other cultural things that they share. But we are so delighted to be here, Ms. Davenport, and we thank you so much for the invite. You guys be blessed.
Before y'all take your exit, I just want to acknowledge that their father is a Reverend Willie D. Rawls of Picayune. He's the king of this tribe, and his beautiful wife, Miss Adela. And then, say it again.
59 years of marriage.
All right, 59 years of marriage. Music, please.
This coming July the 2nd be 60 years of marriage. That's what you get for coming from the Ghana.
From Ghana. Music. Okay.
Next Sunday will be 82 years old. Amen. Don't you want to go to the Ghana?
y'all just exit down the center aisle. As the music, y'all take your time.
Y'all take y'all time and I'm going on.
Sit down.
She's not gonna do it.
Representing the country of Ghana, the Rawls family from Picayune, Mississippi. Let's give them a hand clap. At this time, the next thing on program is the Anointed Dove Choir. Would you please come? Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round, turn me round, turn me round. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching down Freedom Road. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching down Freedom Road. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, marching down Freedom Road.